Hello and happy Halloween, everyone. Uh, so we're going to be doing the trick-or-treat event in Animal Crossing. I am mostly in costume. I can't find my hat, so... and I haven't been feeling well today, so I didn't want to waste the effort on trying to dig through stuff to find my hat. But yes, we are here. Oh, move this, move. There we go. So I have been prepping all month for this event. Buying candy. So I have 30 pieces of candy to give out to people. And I've got so in-game I have my robe and my wizard hat on. Why am I wearing... Yeah, I don't know why I had my... So I couldn't find a good face thing to put on, so I got a pirate beard today. So there's Jack. The haunt reaction. Ooh, so spooky. Oh, that is. So there we go. Alright. Where's all my villagers at? Here's your candy. Ooh, spooky garland. Yeah, let's curiosity, delight, cold, chill, shocked. Yeah, let's remove that one. I am the dankiest of Kangs. Oh, I bet that's the spooky garland. Oh, that's so cute. All right. Where is everybody? Oh, there's Nate. Give me a lollipop. Give me a lollipop. A spooky table setting. What was going on there? A spooky rug? Somebody's got to be giving me a lollipop. Yes. Yes. Mister, here is your lollipop. Special reward. What we got here? Spooky carriage! Okay. Oh, Punchy's a frog! Oh, Punchy's such a good boy. I think both of those ideas are to put in a game that you send out to the public. I don't know. I think a gym would be fine, but I don't know. Pokemon gyms in and of themselves really don't have great designs anyway. We did, Josh. That was Pokemon X and Y. And technically, Pokemon Black and White also had a, like, whole PETA plot going on that actually turned into, I'm going to take all your Pokemon and then ascend to be Galactic Leader. That's true. Pokemon Conquest was also a thing, which is like kind of Fire Emblem meets Pokemon. Because it's like turn-based tactical strategy. I don't know. I mean, you could. I mean, actually reading a bunch of Pokedex descriptions, like, there's a lot of messed up stuff in Pokemon. Yeah, I saw that post. Like, a lot of the Ghost-type Pokemon are basically like, oh yeah, this Pokemon is when a child dies lost out in the woods. Yes, give me your recipes. Give me a lollipop. Yes. I was seriously underwhelmed with the DLC. Specifically because they pitched, like, the Max Raid Den, or Dynamax Adventures, or whatever they called, as, like, supposed to be multiplayer raid battles and like a dungeon that you go through with your friends. And it's like, it's basically like the most basic parts of Slay the Spire without any of the interesting bits. Like, you don't get to pick your own Pokemon. You don't get to pick your own moves. The dungeon, quote-unquote, is just a somewhat branching set of paths that you have a timer that you have to decide on, which doesn't make any sense considering that like everything else in the game is turn-based. It's way too short. And the fact that, especially if you're playing with the AI, it's impossible to do. So, like, what they could have done was say, we expect people to fail on these, but the idea with a roguelike game is, like, you're expected to fail most of the time. But what you do is every time you fail, you either get a new thing to add to your inventory or through an ability that you unlock through the course of the game or whatever, so that, like, through your failure, you're building up stuff to give you better chances on future runs. And it doesn't do that. It's just like, oh, like, if they're going to say you can't bring your own Pokemon, which is ludicrous to begin with, they could say, each time you lose, we'll give you better Pokemon to pick from. But if anything, they should just let you bring your own and do what they did for the Battle Tower and other stuff in the past and just level cap. Like if they let you, you know, bring your own Pokemon, but they capped your level, so that way it wasn't ludicrous. Especially if you have to play alone. Like, and you don't, and you're not able to play with friends. Just because the AI is awful. Alright, who else haven't I seen yet? So I've seen these two. I'm gonna go back and see Olivia. Sweet! I guess I just keep going back and getting more candy. So that's pretty cool. Like, if you didn't, you know, spend all month going out and buying candy like I did, you're able to, like, go to different people's houses and get candy. So that's pretty neat. But I don't know where Sky ran off to. I don't have any houses down here anymore. But we've got the arcade. Oh, there's Sky. Demon Mummy. So that's what we're talking about, is, so they have, in the base version of Sword and Shield, there's, like, multiplayer boss battles. That, even with that, they're a little contrived, I think. And that they could have been done better. But what they did was, in this latest DLC that dropped, was they had what's called Dynamax Adventures, which was pitched as a multiplayer dungeon. And rather than being an actual dungeon that you wander around with your friends in, because it's an open world game, it's just a series of branching encounters that you just go straight from one encounter to another. You can't. I mean, you can't with Pokemon. Like, the entire battle system is based around turn-based combat. You would have to rebuild something from the ground up, and I think you'd have to seriously restrict what you can do. I mean, the game would also take 20 years to make. Just because of the number of systems that you'd have to incorporate. Because you'd have to do underwater combat type stuff, you'd have to do aerial combat type stuff, you'd have to do cave exploring, you'd have to do essentially mounted combat. You would have to figure out how telekinesis manipulation is gonna work. But you're gonna have to do that all at the same time with over 800 monsters. You do that and nobody's gonna buy it, because that's exactly what happened with Sword and Shield. Plus, I mean, it's then you get moves like Trick Room that just don't work. Because in a turn-based game, Trick Room, it basically swaps everybody's speed values. No, then my stock goes under. They have that game. It's called Monster Hunter. Oh, sorry, make humans battle each other. I mean, that's literally every Japanese RPG out there. I mean, that's like everything that comes out of Monolith. I don't know. I kind of wish... I mean, I'll have to check back into Temtem and see what's going on there. Because the problem right now is that Pokemon doesn't have any serious competition. Like, it's just so huge. That it doesn't have to really innovate all that much. Like, they just say, oh, we made a new game, and we've put all the Pokemon in it, and people buy it. Because if you don't, then, like, the internet turns against you. And yeah, I mean, they do have too many Pokemon. But what they've discovered is that, yeah, if you leave out any of them, it doesn't matter how obscure that Pokemon is. Like, somebody's going to get mad and start a campaign on, you know, Twitter or something. Yes. Lollipop. I mean, that's kind of what it's like. Except it would be like... what was it? That they got rid of, like, Dunsparce or something. And it's like, nobody plays this, and everybody's... Like, nobody realistically uses Dunsparce. But now it's a thing that they didn't put Dunsparce in the game. You know what? We're gonna take off the bag. Minions. Oh, you know what? I should, if that's gonna be a problem, maybe I should just put my wizard outfit back on. Oh no, where did everybody go? Ah. They all scattered. Where did Punchy go? He kind of just wandered off. Also, I think the problem is that it would be Game Freak developing it. And based on how some of their other games have gone, I don't know if I necessarily trust Game Freak with making like a fully open world action RPG. That would absolutely never happen. Since Game Freak is pretty much second party. There's no way Nintendo would do third party with that. Especially with Capcom. Plus, Capcom spends all their time working on a Monster Hunter for Nintendo systems, since they don't really make anything else for them. Like, the fact that the new Hyrule Warriors game is going to be canonical is pretty huge. Game Freak occasionally makes other games, but it's very rare. Like, they spend almost all of their time making Pokemon. Oh, I have a lollipop. I should go back to the Pumpkin Master. Where is he? But it's like, largely what the Pokemon Company needs to do is decide that they're not going to do Pokemon on, like, a you know, annual or biannual release schedule, and let Game Freak actually, like, spend the time to develop a game. Because this is the first time that, like, they haven't been, they haven't put out, like, a quote-unquote remake game or whatever, like, the following year after putting out a full release. But it's also the fact that they've basically spent the entire past year and whatever development time making Sword and Shield on this DLC is worrisome. I guess I just feel like at a certain point, like, companies kind of get too big, and they get too overwhelmed with stuff that they have to do. Because at the same time, we're seeing stuff like Phasmophobia, which is, like Stardew Valley, a single-person dev team. Oh, it's just more of Jack's face. Okay. Yeah, Undertale's another good example of just, like, how, you know, one person can seem to get a lot more done. And don't get me wrong, like, Sword and Shield still sold well compared to other games. but I don't know. It's just, the experience is hampered by stuff that holds it back. Ooh, I heard somebody. Who's there? Oh, and the fact that the DLC was $30. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really interested to see what War Chief Gaming is going to put out. You know, and Dreamhaven, but like, it's the fact that you know, War Chief is basically two people, from what I understand. I did. I talked about it on the podcast this week. It was that information came out basically on the same day that that the CR team announced that they're doing a tabletop publishing studio as well. Yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna do like their own games, or they're gonna do, I don't know, like D&D content or Warhammer content, or all of it. I mean, easy money right now is kind of in the D&D, or I guess generally tabletop gear, I guess, space. Of doing, you know, like themed notebooks or dice trays or cards for, you know, spells or abilities and stuff like that. That, like, as long as you have somebody that knows graphic design. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, it's, they said more information will come in a month, basically. So... What I do think is if they do their own system, it's going to be very crunch heavy. Since they're coming at this from wargaming and kind of old school, like older styles of playing D&D, as opposed to like a more narrative system. Because there's another interview that I've been listening to with Metzen, and he talks about are they? No. Because Metzen's like 50. Yeah. So yeah, they're Gen X. Oh. Accidentally picked up a beehive. There we go. So they were talking about, like, old school D&D, Warhammer, and Rifts. Pile of leaves. Actually, we'll check that out. Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. And Dreamhaven looked like it's doing both video game and tabletop development. All right, we're running low on candy. Dreamhaven is Morheim's new studio. That basically he took like a bunch of higher ups and formed a new studio and recruited Kate Welch. Got more candy? Nice. That's right, I haven't constructed a bridge over there. I should do that. I'm gonna play a dirty trick on you. These are all spooky table settings. This leads me to believe that they've run out of things to give me. Punchy could have been an owl as his costume. Yes, mister. I have a lollipop for you. Loyal hound. Yeah, here, I'll bring up, let's see. Nice. Another lollipop for the Pumpkin Lord. We're just gonna give him regular candy and just see. Alright. Starting to get low, though. Yeah, I think I've gotten everything. Because all they're doing is handing out pumpkins and table settings. Let's see if I can get more candy. So I think what we'll do is if before 11:30 or so we run out of things to do in Animal Crossing, is maybe we'll switch over to something else. But this event goes until midnight, so we'll see. It's if we switch over to something else, it might be Darkest Dungeon. All right, you know what? We're gonna replenish our candy stock. There we go. Easy way to get candy from people. He does. I do the master's bidding. I don't know where Matilda ended up. A boogity boogity. Give me your candy. Oh, that's great. Nice. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think I can. I wonder what happens if I talk to Jack while dressed as Jack. Do I have a lollipop? I don't have a lollipop, but I have more candy. Spooky wall! Let's just see if I keep getting yellow pumpkins from Jack. Because if I do, then there's no sense in giving him more candy. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go find other people to give candy to. I never learned the bleh reaction. Do, 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 do. Yep, another jackhead. Hmm. So, yeah. Josh, I think you, in particular, would enjoy Darkest Dungeon, since all of the characters I named after D&D characters. So you start with a paladin. So basically, every time that I've started the game, it's been Jacobin. The first game that I did, he developed, he accumulated too much stress and developed, basically becoming, like, verbally abusive, and would just chastise the other heroes during combat. And I was like, oh, well, this is on brand. It's been really interesting to try and figure out, like, which heroes should get which names. And then conversely, like, which of the D&D characters in Tales of Jamora or your game should be assigned to what classes. It's tough because, like, the only magic user is the occultist, so... and that really only works for, like, warlocks. Like, there's no, like, wizard equivalent. Well, so... it kind of depends. So you can... There are basically two types of tablets. One is like a peripheral that hooks up to your computer, which is what I have, where you end up having to... like, you have to look away from the tablet in order to draw on the computer. There are tablets that you draw directly on the screen, and you actually have the software on the tablet itself. Those are a lot more expensive. So I know the one I have is just a Wacom Bamboo tablet, and that works, you know, pretty well. Eventually, I would like to be able to upgrade to a tablet where you draw directly onto the screen. But, I mean, it's also, I mean, another option that you can do is... Well, no, I guess that you would still need the tablet for that. So, yeah, I guess that would be my recommendation. So, let me just do a quick look. No. I mean, another option is there's some really good apps for the iPad. Yeah, what I'm seeing on Amazon is the ones where you draw directly on the screen, like, start at $200. And I don't necessarily know how good they are. I don't know what is going on with Wacom. They, like, redirect you to different shops. But yeah, so Wacom tablets are a little more expensive. So, I mean, basically your options are... these days, your options are Adobe, if you want to pay $50 a month. Or some fraction of that if you just want Photoshop. Clip Studio Paint, which is what I've been using for the comics, which is like $60, but it's a one-time cost. There's also GIMP, which is a like Photoshop analog that's free, but I don't know if it's available to install on a on a tablet. You can install it on PC. If you go with like an iPad, they have an app called Procreate that I've seen a lot of people use. And that is our final piece of candy. Alright, so what we're going to do is try and avoid people. We'll cut through the cafe. Or around the cafe, rather. Because we want to get to Bon Bon's house. Let's see if she'll give us more candy. Yeah, I remember when Critical Role was doing Pub Draw, they would actually, like, they would give out tablets as one of the prizes. So, and I think those were fairly expensive. Trying to think. I have one either on one of my Amazon wish lists. But I don't remember how much it was. It was at least a couple $100. It might have been even pricier than that. Like, the really higher-end ones are almost as much as, like, a budget PC. Like, there's drawing tablets out there that are, like, $1,200, which is not a budget PC, but just explaining, like, what they can cost on, like, the higher end. And that's mainly for, like, professional use. Whoa. No. No, Sky was around here somewhere, and I'd rather give her the candy. But I don't know where she went. No. No, run away! Oh, I don't know where she ended up. Oh, no. We're gonna hide out in the tiki bar. Yeah, I will say there's a big learning curve to go from pencil and paper to a tablet. And that, like, my hope is that it's easier to do it when you're doing it directly on the screen. But I can't say for certain because I've never had one in which you're able to draw directly on the screen. Since the iPad that I have is, I think it's an iPad 1, and it can no longer run any of the newer apps. Alright, I lost Sky. Oh! Shep. I could have been getting candy from Shep as well. You want candy again? Already? I just gave you candy. Yes, Spooky Master. Oh, another one of your heads. Okay. Oh, that's right, since I cleared out a bunch of inventory space. Isabelle and Tom Nook should be able to partake in the festivities. Oh, he's got little pink devil horns. Bruh. Do you want Candy Punchy? No? Okay. Bruh. My last piece of candy. That is not a great reward for giving candy. Okay. That's what I got. So, we're gonna go... We're gonna go turn one of my rooms into a spooky place. I wonder what happens if they play a trick on you. All right, so let's dismantle the garage. The garage. Okay. Floors. Spooky floor. Where is the spooky floor? I did get spooky floors, right? Or did I just get spooky carpet? Flowing river. Parking. That's pretty funny. That just makes me really wish that you could... Oh, I think it's spooky rug. I thought I got spooky flooring, though. Oh, I did! Okay. Nice. Spooky wall. Spooky arch. Oh, yeah, what are the spooky table settings? Nice. Very nice. That is so big. Yeah, I don't know if this room's big enough for all the spooky stuff. I do like that, though. Yeah, I don't think we can put the carriage. Oh, where's the garland? Can do that. Spooky garland. No. Oh, that's lovely. Seasonal recipes. Cool, I can make all this stuff. Iron nugget and clay. Okay. I grew a lot of pumpkins. Don't judge me. So what's interesting with the spooky stuff is normally you can customize things by like painting them and using little paint bucket type things. For the spooky stuff, it's based on what pumpkins you use to craft it with. Oh, it's in my pockets. No, wait. No, I want that. There we go. Nice. Okay. All right, that is pretty much everything as far as I know. So why don't we go out and get pranked? I want to see what that looks like. Oh. So they don't even give you the option if you don't have any candy. Well then. Oh, there we go. Here's more candy. Yeah, I think I've gotten everything that I can get. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop by everybody's houses. Get more candy. Yeah, I do really like that, though, that you can stop by villagers' houses to keep restocking your candy supply. If you don't, I'm going to play a dirty trick on you. Do your worst. Oh, sweet. I feel like I hurt their feelings. I feel like I hurt Biscuit's feelings, though. Okay, so they change your, so they basically paint you. Yeah. Actually, you know what we can do? We can go to the museum, get these fossils assessed, and then drop them in the bin to free up more inventory space. Not that we really have anything else to get. I'm a little disappointed that they don't do something with Blathers. Because, like, even Timmy and Tommy put on little costumes. Which is adorable. Okay, Punch It, you can have candy now. Even though you just give me pumpkins, which I already have way too many of. Alright, you know what? I just want to see... Spooky wanted spooky carriage, I got. Spooky wall, spooky flooring, spooky rug furnishing, spooky garden, spooky table setting, haunt and scare. So yeah, we got everything. So there is one that I'm missing. I think the one that I saw was Scare. Alright, so what one am I missing? Alright, Mischief. That's the one that I'm missing. By Peppy Villagers. Okay. Who are Peppy Villagers? Let's see if I... Oh, Bun Bun! Okay. Alright, so I gotta up my friendship with Bun Bun. Okay. Alright then. Oh, yeah, that was definitely the one that I saw. Where it was the blah blah. Blah blah blah. Alright. So in that case, we did get everything. So I'm gonna go around, try and find 2 more people to give candy to, and then, there we go, Punchy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I do have a lollipop. I'll give that to Jack. And then I think we'll switch over. No. No, you stay away. I am looking for the Dark Lord. Not you, Axel. Or whatever your name is. Okay. So that is going to wrap up our Halloween stuff for Animal Crossing. Do.